guys, so today I'm going to read The Kissing Hand by Audrey Penn. And before we get started, I want to introduce you to Zeus. This is Zeus. He is a little rescue raccoon that we have. And if you look real close at his little paws, that's his kissing hand. And I'll tell you more about Zeus and why we have him after the story. So, Chester Raccoon stood at the edge of the forest and cried. "I don't want to go to school," he told his mother. "I want to stay home with you. I want to play with my friends and play with my toys and read my books and swing on my swing. Please, may I stay home with you?" There's little Chester crying. Mrs. Raccoon took Chester by the hand and nuzzled him on the ear. Look. "Sometimes we all have to do things we don't want to do," she told him gently, "even if they seem strange and scary at first. But you will love school once you start. You'll make new friends and play with new toys, read new books and swing on new swings. Besides," she added, "I know a wonderful secret that will make your nights at school seem as warm and cozy as your days at home." So nights, because raccoons are nocturnal, which means they sleep during the day, and they're up at night. Now, that's not always true. Sometimes mom raccoons, especially in the spring and early summer, will come out during the day to get food while the babies are sleeping. And as you can see, sometimes he can be a handful. So can you imagine if you had 3 or 4 or even 5 of these things? Chester wiped away his tears and looked interested. "A secret? What kind of secret?" "A very old secret," said Mrs. Raccoon. "I learned it from my mother, and she learned it from hers. It's called the kissing hand." "The kissing hand?" Chester said. "What's that?" There's little Chester. "I'll show you." Mrs. Raccoon took Chester's left hand and spread open his tiny fingers into a fan. Leaning forward, she kissed Chester right on the middle of his palm. Chester felt his mother's kiss rush from his hand, up his arm, and into his heart. Even his silky black mask tingled with a special warmth. We fell asleep. Here. There's his little hand. Look. The kissing hand. Mrs. Raccoon smiled. "Now," she told Chester, "whenever you feel lonely and need a little loving from home, just press your hand to your cheek and think, 'Mommy loves you, Mommy loves you.' And that very kiss will jump to your face and fill you with toasty, warm thoughts." She took Chester's hand and carefully wrapped his fingers around the kiss. "Now, do be careful not to lose it," she teased him. "But don't worry, when you open your hand to wash your food, I promise the kiss will stick." And there she is. Chester loved his kissing hand. Now he knew his mother's love would go with him wherever he went, even to school. And there he is with his little balls, playing. His little hand. That night, Chester stood in front of his school and looked thoughtful. Suddenly, he turned to his mother and grinned. "Give me your hand," he told her. You could see the night sky. And there's little Chester. Chester took his mother's hand in his own and unfolded her large, familiar fingers into a fan. Next, he leaned forward and kissed the center of her hand. "Now you have a kissing hand too," he told her, and with a gentle goodbye and "I love you," Chester turned and danced away. Look at all the nocturnal, nighttime creatures going to school. They go to night school. What animals can you see? Mrs. Raccoon watched Chester scamper away across the tree limb and enter school. As the hoot owl rang in the new school year, she pressed her left hand to her cheek and she smiled. The warmth of Chester's kiss filled her heart with special words. "Chester loves you," it sang. "Chester loves you." And there's the owl and the opossums and raccoons and foxes, and what other critters can you see? I love you. And that is how you do I love you in sign language. So if you look, you can see there's an I, an L, and a U. And that's I love you in American Sign Language. And that is called the kissing hand. I don't know, I'm going to move this so you can see him down here. There he is. There's little Zeusy. He's sleeping now. Say hi. There's Susie. Huh. Okay, so when you have to go off someplace and you're a little bit scared, remember, somebody loves you, right? You have somebody close to you, and they can give you a kiss in the palm of your hand, and you can keep it with you, and whenever you feel sad and lonely, just touch it on your cheek, and you get their love. And that's what we'll do when we let him free, and he goes back to his siblings, out into the wild, right? I'll take his kiss with me, and you'll take mine. All right,